Welcome to Rewire Yourself Rich, the podcast for the woman who's done with temporary bullshit mindset shifts and ready for a full nervous system level identity upgrade. The woman who knows she was born to transform the world with her unique superpowers. I'm your host, Kelly Pender, wealth identity rewiring expert, intuitive mentor, and creator of the Rich Coded Method. In our world, we don't manifest like needy ass bitches. We re-encode the big fucking deal wealthy woman back into yourselves. We shift your DNA to remember who the fuck you are. Ready to become rich coded, getting paid to exist? Let's fucking go. New name, new album, new music video. Oh, welcome to Rewire Yourself Rich. Remember I said maybe a month or two ago, there's been a lot going on behind the scenes, a lot of identity shifting, a lot of frequency recalibration, a lot of breaking free from the past, realignment, re-encoding, and with that comes a rebrand. And I'm going to share the story of the rebrand, the album drop, the music video, where that came from, because this is an invitation for you, my love, to step into leading your way, to create what's never been done before. And I know that you're meant for more, that you came here to make a huge fucking difference, to transform the world, to impact hundreds of thousands of millions of lives with your work, with your unique body of work, with your way of being, with your codes that you hold in your cells, in your field. You came here to do it your way. And I know that you no longer desire to just blend in with everyone else. You want to stand out on the internet? I'm going to give you a big, bold ass invitation to do so today. I'm going to share my story of how this rebrand was birthed into existence, because I know it's going to tap you into where you're going, into your greater vision, because we're no longer here to live in the day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month. That is so fucking limiting. And from being in the coaching world for so long, you know, it's like, focus on the money that you're making this month. And oh no, if we don't hit it, there's so much pressure and so much force. And now let's do it all over next month. Fuck all of that. That is so restrictive. Contracting. It literally shrinks your field, your electromagnetic field, and doesn't allow you to blow the fuck up, because we're living month to month under this pressure, under this force, hustle, under someone else's rules. Your greater vision is for the next 10, 20, 30, 50 plus years, okay? We are no longer living in logic. We're saying fuck logic, and we're allowing ourselves to launch into the infinite possibilities and your potential that already exists in the quantum. Okay, so what I'm about to share with you, it's not going to make sense to anyone else, and it probably won't even make sense to you. That is where the magic motherfucking lies. So I don't know if you know this, but I tend to plant seeds in my work, and I tend to ask questions to get you curious, to see if you've been subscribing to someone else's beliefs, habits, patterns, stories, identities that you may not even believe. And so as I tap you into this, you get to become curious and discerning with what you are choosing to subscribe to, what you are choosing to believe, and what you are choosing to carry in your frequency today moving forward. So as you can see, we are now Rewire Yourself Rich, and I love the word rich. I used to dislike strongly the word rich. It used to make me kind of cringe. It made my body shrink. It made me feel resistant. It made me feel icky. It made me feel sticky. It made me feel judgmental. And this weekend was my birthday weekend, as you probably saw. And I was with one of my really good friends who was doing my hair. And I was telling her about my rebrand and how I'm dropping an album on my birthday and a music video. And I'm like, this is so fun. We're celebrating, blah, blah, blah. And I was sharing with her what the name was. She was like, oh my God, I love it. This is so great, da, da, da. And then one of her other friends was there, and they were like, yeah, don't you want to rewire yourself rich? And she was like, listen to this. She was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to be rich. No one said anything. Me, how I am, I go, why not? Why don't you want to be rich? And she was like, that's just not for me. Interesting. Why is that? I like to go deeper than just surface level bullshit. Why is that? And she was like, well, most people who I know who are rich, I don't like them. I don't like the way they are. I don't like how they're kind of assholes. I don't like their way of being, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, okay. So that is what you perceive as what rich means based off of those people who you saw growing up, those people who you see who are rich now. And I said, what if that was the distorted definition of rich and that actually wasn't the truth? That actually wasn't the truth. And you could see her energy shifting and you could see her just being open to something new. She was like, no, that doesn't need to be what rich means or who you are or how you be. She was like, actually, I feel rich now. I'm with amazing people. I'm having a good time. The sun's out. We're eating amazing food, drinks, I feel rich now. Oh my God. Like you could see that she was like, for the first time in her life, she created her own definition of what rich means to her. And in that instant, I saw her electromagnetic field shift. I saw her frequency shift. I saw her energy become lighter. I saw her in her field release the resistance around the word rich, which I love and which we are celebrating. And do you see how fucking fast that happened? And this is why I now love the word rich, because I had the same feelings around that word. And this is where you get to tap into the words rich, wealth, success, luxury, prosperity, and you get to create your own definition. Because let me tell you something, if you don't get curious, if you don't see what's going on deep down to the roots, you're going to continue someone else's definition of what those words mean. And you're unknowingly going to repel exactly what it is that you want. Because like my friend, she was like, actually, I don't want to be rich. I don't want to become like those people. Okay. Well, now that we cleared that out and got to the root, she's like, fuck yeah, I'm already rich. Amazing. That's what we want to compound. That's the momentum that we want to ride. And do you see that you are at choice and you're the one who gets to do that on a daily basis, on a moment-to-moment basis? How fucking incredible is that? So anywho, rewire yourself rich. It's your definition of rich. It's not mine. It's not your neighbors. It's not your partners. It's not your parents. It's your definition of rich. And I invite you to tap into right now, what does the word rich mean to you? And you'll see what wants to come to the surface. You'll see what wants to be seen, heard, and witnessed so it can be cleared, so it can be recalibrated, so it can be redefined. And then I want you to ask yourself again, what does rich mean to me? Where it's not tainted, it's not distorted with someone else's meaning, with someone else's definition, with someone else's way of being. It's me. It's all of me. And when you define that, when you get on board with that, oof, girl, you are about to expand and your identity is about to fucking ascend. Okay. So new name, new podcast rebrand. Who dis? Here I am. Hello, it's me. And so I want to share the story of how I dropped the album and created a music video. And I shared all of this with my mastermind clients. So if you're listening, you know this story. So like I said, we've been identity shifting. That's what we do here. To get out of what we currently know to be in our reality, internally and externally, and we shift our identity, we recalibrate our frequency, we re-encode our DNA to wealth, success, abundance, remembering who the fuck you are, getting paid to exist, and we break free from our current identity and into the version of you who you were always meant to be. And so notice how I've been planting the seeds, and I say a lot, break free, break free, break free. What the fuck does that mean? So one night I was in a crystal Epsom salt bath, taking a bath, and I was doing a future self meditation, tapping into my next version, my identity ascension. And what I saw was me, like current version of me, with chains wrapped around my body, mainly around my ankles / my legs. And I saw these chains just breaking. That was not the noise of a chain breaking, but let's pretend that it was. I saw them breaking and I saw them just falling off of me. And I saw myself rising, ascending into where I'm going. So in that crystal Epsom salt bath with me identity shifting, I quite literally saw myself breaking free from the chains keeping me tied to the past and current identity of myself. So I knew in that moment, because of how I felt, I was like, this is the symbolism. This is so symbolic of my work, of where we're going. This needs to be showcased somehow, because this is the exact feeling of what it feels like to break free from a current or past identity that's been keeping you almost like held captive to the same way of being, the same external circumstances. Okay. So I knew that revealed itself to me for my own purpose and to be showcased for the work, for the body of work, for the collective. And so I don't know if you know this, but I'm the type of person who loves karaoke. I will karaoke anytime, anywhere, sober or not. It doesn't matter. I love it. My friends love karaoke. Wherever we go, give us a microphone, give me a microphone, let's fucking sing. It's one of those, I belong on stage, let's get the party going, because the truth is, wherever I go, if there's a party, I get it motherfucking started, okay? So I knew that a music video just had my name written all over it. It was an idea that came to me while I was tapped into source, God, universe, while I was hanging out in the quantum, while I was re-encoding my frequency, the work that we do inside my world. And it dropped into my field. And I was like, oh, a music video? A, I'm excited and lit up as fuck about this. B, it makes no sense. And we're going to do it anyways. We're going to do it anyways. And I know that these ideas land into your field day in, day out, but you might just poo-poo them to the side or bypass them because it's like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense for me. I'm not a rock star. I'm not a singer. So why would I create a music video? Why would I drop an album? Why the fuck wouldn't you? Why the fuck wouldn't you? And again, as I birth things into existence, it's for you to get curious and then to create your own definition. So music video, you might be like, is she singing? I don't know. Dropping an album. Oh my God, did she write music? Is she singing? Because that's what it is on albums. I don't know. Maybe you should come in and find out. No, I'm not singing, only in the beginning, which I'm going to share the trailer with you to the album because it's so fucking good. But you get to share, create, produce, drop whatever is on your heart and soul. And here's an invitation that I have for you to do it unlike anyone else. And side note, I've been desiring to drop an album for some time, but I didn't know that it was going to be in the form of an album, because inside my containers, we will do hypnosis. We will do EFT tapping. We will have a rewiring. I mean, neural energetic encoding is where it's at. This is where I take you back to 0 to 7 in the womb, past life or generational, to when you made the decision that you're not enough, that you're meant to just get by, that you're not worthy of having large amounts of money, whatever it may be. We get to the root, process those emotions, and then your subconscious mind reveals to you what you need to learn from that event so you can break free from those chains, so you can identity shift, so you can move forward. And that is the most science-backed tool that I use with my clients inside the mastermind or when we work one-on-one together. Because I know how powerful these tools are for me personally, and because my clients are raving about how they are shifting, how paid opportunities are dropping into their laps all of the time, how their visibility is increasing all of the motherfucking time, how they are expanding, how they are creating the businesses that they've always wanted, how they are tapping deeper and deeper into the truth of who the fuck they are, leading their way. I wanted to make this work even more accessible so that we can rewire and transform even more lives. So the idea of an album came my way, okay? And I could have easily, because I've done this in the past and I see this done in the industry. I could have easily been like, I'm dropping a bundle. There's nothing wrong with that. It's been done. I've done that before. And this isn't just a bundle, okay? So I made it an album. I dropped a motherfucking album and music video. That's so fucking cool. And again, I say this all of the time in my world. If you don't think that you and your work is fucking cool, if you're not obsessed with you and your work, no one else is going to be. And we're no longer here to seek external validation. We're not waiting for other people to be like, that's fucking cool. That's fucking awesome. You go, girl. We don't need that. What you need is to see yourself. What you need is to validate yourself. What you get to do is see how fucking incredible you are, how fucking cool you are, how fun you are, how your work is unlike anyone else's out there when you choose to see yourself, your value, day in and day out. That is going to shift everything for you. I promise you. And I invite you to really tap into and birth into this reality, into this dimension, something that's never been done before. It doesn't need to make motherfucking sense. I made it make sense. Me dropping an album makes fucking sense. Me dropping a music video makes fucking sense. It may not make sense to other people, but it's not my responsibility for them to get it. I don't really give a fuck if other people don't get it because I get it. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if other people don't get you. What matters is you get you. It doesn't matter if other people don't see you. What matters is that you see you. Do you feel that energy shift? Do you feel yourself right now reclaiming and calling back all of your power to you right now? I can feel you in your field just pulling it back into your body, pulling it back in. I know that you're standing up taller right now or sitting up taller right now because you feel yourself calling all of your power back to you now. What would you like to create? What would you like to birth that's never been done before? Because you're not here to do it like anyone else, okay? That is my invitation that I wanted to drop for you, with you today. I know that I dropped like 3 other invitations, so take which one floats your boat and feels good and aligned and active and turns you on and whatever the fuck for you today, okay? And remember how I was sharing, I think I did a podcast episode on this. Remember how I was sharing how I uncovered a subconscious rule and block, and then less than 24 hours later went viral on TikTok. And then I did my hypnosis inside known. And then less than 24 hours later, I was asked to be on a cover of a magazine and billboard in Times Square happening 1 month from now. Yeah, that exact hypnosis, which is powerful as fuck, is inside the album track motherfucking 5. Highly recommend getting it now. This entire album is worth over $555. You can grab it today for only $33.33. That's $33.33. This is a limited time run, meaning there's only going to be 111 copies available at this drop price. And once those are gone, or once my intuition hits and boom, price is going to increase. And also, today is the last day for a VIP upgrade to work with me one-on-one. You'll see inside the album, you can add on a one-on-one Telegram day with me. This is where I get to go deep with you into your energy, into your frequency. I can tell you what your blind spots are. I can tell you what's going on, the subconscious rules, the identity that you're currently in that's keeping you chained to your current circumstances. I will reveal all of that to you so that you can shift, rewire, recalibrate, and move forward in your life, in your business 11 times more quickly than you can do on your own. These one-on-one Telegram days are so potent, so powerful. All of my clients who have them with me, they're like, mind blown, holy shit. So these are normally $1,111. Today only, final day, you can access a one-on-one Telegram with me for only $333. Okay. So I'm going to pop that link in the show note. The album is calling. Get yourself a copy of this album. This is so fucking incredible. The music video has been dropped on Instagram. We're going to be doing more iterations of the music video, but you will see it's me in chains. You'll see the chain wrapped around my leg. Let me know once you watch the music video how it lands for you. Make sure you have the volume on because what I'm saying in the background, oof. And if you already got yourself a copy of the album, slide into my DMs. Let me know how it's going for you. The album itself is so fucking incredible. It is dripping in frequencies, especially 528 hertz frequency, which taps you into your confidence, which taps you into abundance, your fullest self-expression. There's nervous system regulation techniques in there. There's fame frequency rewiring. There's the hypnosis. There's EFT tapping. There's so much more. It is going to change your motherfucking life. We are literally shifting your DNA on a cellular level to not only remember who the fuck you are, but to become rich coded. I cannot wait. That is dropped in the show notes. Grab yourself a copy of the album. And I wanted to give a shout out to my brand designer, Tessa, who is amazing. She's the Align Designer on Instagram. If you need any design work, if you need someone to come into your field, into your frequency to, this is what I do with her, to word vomit your vision, she brings it to motherfucking life. She's incredible. That is her superpower. That is her genius. I love working with her so much. And I will shout from the rooftops and highlight women who are in their superpowers, in their genius, and they are changing the motherfucking world. She was also in the mastermind, so she knows how to tap into her superpowers and genius, and she is fucking incredible. All right, my loves, let me know if you accept that invitation of doing it your way, of birthing something that's never been done before, even if it doesn't make sense, because it doesn't need to make sense. It's meant for you, and you get to do it your motherfucking way. You get to lead your motherfucking way. I love you so much. This is Rewire Yourself Rich. And without further ado, here is the trailer for Rewire Yourself Rich, the album, Volume 1. Enjoy. Hey, hey, hey! Oh! Did you think this was a music album drop? Because girl, when I get a microphone in my hand, we sang. However, this is Rewire Yourself Rich, the album, Volume 1. I am so incredibly honored and grateful that you are here because you felt the pull to access this album, which means that you said yes to you. And let me tell you, this is not a cute little mindset boost. This is an identity rewire because you were born to be seen, paid, and powerful as fuck. You know that. You've always known that, and that's exactly why you're here. This is your portal into wealth frequency, safety and visibility, and DNA deep embodiment of your big fucking deal self. Each track is a high frequency wealth code designed to rewire your identity, calibrate your nervous system to hold more, to become more, to lock in your visibility, your fame, and 20K months as your bare minimum. I invite you to listen to each track in order, and then from there, plug into whatever feels best and intuitively aligned for you. I invite you to play it on repeat, let it rewire your body, let it re-encode your DNA, let it become who the fuck you are. Rich coded is your new motherfucking normal.